Hi. I'd just like to talk about something that I've been thinking about for a while now, and that's minimum wage. This is what I believe is it's an important issue. We all work. This is something that everybody can relate to. Uh, do I wish that minimum wage were higher? Sometimes I wish that I'd made more money to be at my first job, but unfortunately I didn't. And to be honest, I don't think I deserved to be paid higher at the time because that's really what I was worth at the time. I had to work my way up to get to where I am now, as in work is. I'm making a good bit more than I was then, but to be honest, it was a different time for me. I was inexperienced. I didn't have a lot of stuff to go on. I was out of high school. Basically, all I had to say for myself was, hey, I'm a new work guy in the workforce. This is my stuff I accomplished in high school. But I had no work record with which to speak of. I had a couple recommendations, and they gave me pretty good references. But this is where I started off, and it was minimum wage. Uh, but when I started working at a minimum wage job, one thing that I realized was uh, after that minimum wage job, I wasn't really going anywhere. I was kind of stuck in this area where I wasn't sure how I could get a better job. What would get me a better job? I had heard work hard, but I think it's more than that. I think if you want to truly go somewhere in life, you gotta just not just work hard, but work with passion, work with a certain amount of determination to be the best, not to do the best job each day, every day. It's not about doing the job, because anybody can do the job. I like how I said that, do the job. But anybody can do those jobs, those minimum wage jobs. Anybody can flip a burger, or almost anybody can flip a burger. I know some people who can't, clearly. But most people can flip a burger. Most people can run a cash register, as long as they know some basic math. Most people can sell groceries, bag groceries. All these things that people do with minimum wage jobs, most people can do those things. So what's going to separate you from those other people doing those things? Well, I'll tell you what's going to separate you. When you're out there bagging your groceries, put a smile on your face. Don't just have a nice day. Say, have a fantastic day. How are you doing? Really love your coat. Compliment people. Be the best grocery bagger you can be, and make it an experience that when people see you, they're going to say, that is one awesome guy. And when people come in, they're going to say, man, I wish that guy was working for me. That's the way it is. Uh, that's what's going to get you somewhere. Be the best at what you do. When you flip burgers, don't just flip burgers. Do it with passion. And I know that this sounds weird, but really go at it and have fun and be a guy who people enjoy. When you go relate talking to your coworkers, there's a chance for you to really shine and encourage and just stand out from the crowd. That'll get you somewhere. When I go to work every day, look, my job isn't. I'm not gonna say that I work at a dream place. I'm not gonna say I do what I always dreamed of doing. Of course, not everybody does. Most people don't. But it can be a great job if you put that greatness into the job. For instance, dance a little bit. I'm not saying dance, but really just as a metaphor, be a fun person. Just have a good attitude, really. Work extra hard. Some people are going home 15 minutes early because at my job because they can, and they they can get away with it because, pretty much the job is done good enough for them. It'll pass. But I don't want to do a passing job. I want to do the best job I can do. So at the end of the day, I work till the clock says 4, and that's when I go home because I want to leave my desk, I want to leave my workplace the best it can be. I want when the boss walks by to see, wow, that guy really wants this. He really, when he goes to work, he is doing the best job he can do because he goes and tells his manager. He comes up to me one of these times and he says, "Yeah, I just told the big boss that you're doing a great job." And why do you think he said that? Because he saw that I was doing a great job and he recognized it. And that's why I'm getting a better job. I mean, I'm getting a better job now. I'm getting put into a better position than I was before even. So, and it was all because when I go to work, I want to be the best worker I can be. I want to be that guy who drives the passion, the energy at work. I want to be that guy. I don't want to be Mr. Sit around and complain guy. That's not me. It used to be me. I used to go to work and be like, "Oh, this is terrible. I can't do this." Yeah, I know. I was that guy. But I think at some point I realized that nobody likes a complainer. Nobody likes a complaining's not going to get you anywhere. What is going to get you somewhere is going with positive attitude, doing the best job you can do. That's all I hope you'll get from this is that if you want to make more than minimum wage, and I'm not trying to say whether we should raise minimum wage or not, but what I will say is if you want to make more than minimum wage, it's up to you. It's not up to McDonald's. McDonald's isn't going to change their policy for you. They're not going to, "Oh, a couple workers are striking. Let's raise our minimum wage." No, they're not going to. If you want to work at a better job than McDonald's, then go out and be a great worker and get a better job. That's how you do it. I mean, and that's what I'm trying to say today. I mean, I'm not trying to blame anybody or point fingers at anybody, but really that is what it comes down to.